What's going on? It's Guns Guido. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's April. It's beautiful. The sun's out. I'm at the range. When it's my day off, I'm happy with that. But today, we're going to talk about living with this Nighthawk Sandhawk for 1 year now. And I think that's a really good time frame to give my honest opinion on it. You know, obviously this is the most expensive pistol I've ever bought. I sold 6 guns to buy this. Was it worth it? Absolutely. You know, if you're lucky enough not to have to do that and you can just buy it, good for you. But it was well worth it for me. And so I'll go over a small little quick summary of the feature set because I did do a video on this previously. So I'll just do a quick overview of what it is. And then I'll shoot it a little for you. I'm going to give you all my likes and maybe one dislike, but it's not a major dislike. So let's do it. All right, to get started, it is clear and safe. So if I shut it and I point it at the camera, there's nobody behind the camera. I just use an Osmo, which is a DJI gimbal camera. So it's a double stack 1911 in 9mm. It is the Sandhawk by Nighthawk, which usually comes all tan or flat dark earth. Now, because I was lucky enough to talk to the salesman in person and I ordered exactly everything how I wanted, it came out beautifully. So on top, we have what's called smoked nitride. It's almost a gray with a little bit of wear, but a nice sheen to it, not crazy shiny. Smoked nitride on top. DLC barrel and internals are all DLC coated, which is diamond like carbon. It's just a black, very high lubricity carbon coating. Bottom is the metal grip frame, and this is the most aggressive texture that they offer, which is what I wanted. It's almost like little needles. And that's in the traditional Nighthawk Sandhawk color. This is the bronze anodizing. I think the anodizing is the only thing that they don't do in-house. Everything else is done in-house by one person. This one was built by Brandon Foster. Phenomenal gun. So double stack 1911. My options on this gun were, I did ambi safety because I like how it looks with the ambi safety. Even if I want to shoot it lefty, I can, which is nice. You can actuate it on both sides. Aggressive texturing, I already touched on. The flat trigger, I did the flat trigger face, 3 to 3.5 pound pull is what I asked for. It's got the iOS cut, so it's got a Trijicon RMR on top of it with the iron sights forward of the sight, which is definitely a little nicer. It cleans up your sight picture in the background. Front sight, 14 karat gold bead in the front, and that sits up on top of the thing that makes the Sandhawk the most impressive gun because it shoots so flat. It's a full bull barrel with an island comp built right into it. It's not threaded, it's all one piece, I believe, and it doesn't come off when you clean it. It stays right attached to the barrel. Full length dust cover supporting that light. This is a Surefire X300, that's a turbo. And on this side I have what's called the Antimatter Industries wing. I love the wings. Some people don't, some people do. To me, for having that support thumb go in the same place every time is so important for your grip. It builds good memory. You don't even have to think about it. It comes out of the holster, that thumb goes right on that ledge. It's nice and large. And you don't need a new holster every time you put this on your light because it folds. Having that fold and go right into the holster is so smooth. You know, this is a QVO secondary OWB, Miami colors, you know, that's my favorite. But yeah, just right in the holster. Besides the DLC treatment, I did flute the barrel, so you see these little lines for fluting. I like how that looks. It's actually functional. God forbid you get debris in there. It's at least a channel to clear that debris out instead of just having the smooth barrel hood. All right, so that's the feature set on the gun. Let's shoot it a little bit, and then I'm just going to tell you how much I like it and maybe one thing that could be improved upon, but has since improved now that I have well over a couple thousand rounds through it. So let's throw the ears on. Alrighty. Now I'm about 15 yards. I'm shooting a body size plate steel, and just to give you a couple shots on it, see how it goes. She is very smooth. The gun is extremely accurate. Once that iron sight is zeroed, I zeroed it to a 15-yard zero. That's usually what I shoot, 15 to 25. Phenomenal gun. It's always right on. As long as I do my part, the gun will do its part. Give you one more mag. We'll switch it up a little. Beautiful. So, as you can see, even though it's 9mm, with that big comp in the front, it's doing its job. It's incredibly smooth. Very low felt recoil on this gun. And like I said, I couldn't be happier with this gun. It's exactly what I wanted. It came out exactly how I built it. The fit and finish is by far the best I've ever owned, the best I've shot. Definitely that one gunsmith mentality is shown in the craftsmanship. It's just super tight, super accurate. Feels like ball bearings and butter, you know, the highly overused phrase in the gun world, but it's true. It's true. Now, I'll give you one thing that when it was new, I could say I was kind of surprised how it felt. And that is, when you rack the slide, now that it's over a year old, at least 1,000 to 2,000 rounds through it. I'm going to go more like 1,500 rounds through it now because I shoot it every time I come to the range and let everyone I bring with me shoot it. So there's a crazy round count through it in a year or so, you know, for a Nighthawk. Most people probably don't even shoot them, but I bought it to shoot. Is when you rack it. When it was new, inside the chamber there, you see this little plunger. That's the top of your mainspring. Not the extractor, that's the long part, but the little dot there. That's the top of your mainspring. Now, some guns that I've felt, you don't realize when the slide tracks over that. This one, I did feel it track over that mainspring housing when it was new. Like I said before, as it's broken in, that aspect of it has become less and less noticeable. So it did break in. I'm happy with it. There's no complaints with this gun, but that's just something that I have to be honest with. I did feel it, and it had a little hang up when it was new. Now, not even close. It's just buttery. So, Nighthawk, Sandhawk, I would say if I had to rate this gun, I would still give it an A+. I don't think there are many places that we can go at a higher craftsmanship level than this. I know infinities do exist, but we're talking another whole price point. I haven't had the luxury to shoot an infinity yet. I hope one day I do, but I've heard they're amazing. So with that being said, thank you, Nighthawk, for making a superior product. I hope one day I'll get to own another one, and I can't wait to shoot this more. And as I get more and more round counts on it, I'll definitely check in and tell you guys how it's going, if there is any foreseeable issues in the future, which I doubt, because it's just a handcrafted piece of art. So very happy with the Nighthawk, Sandhawk. That's my 1 year review. Thank you.